want you guys to think about every single time we're on social media and we're browsing Twitter and we come across an update from Sapp or we come across an update from Meltzer. Yep, Vince is backstage. Vince ripped up this script. Several changes to Monday Night Raw are happening right now. You go to WWE.com at 7 p.m. and you don't see anything listed for the show, you know Vince is in charge. Or Vince is ripping up a script, or Vince is yelling via Zoom at Triple H about what he wants changed. Think about all that. What's the reaction that you see? Negativity, hatred, uncertainty. People don't really want to watch the show when he's there. It's terrible. It is just awful, and there's nothing there to be excited about. But what if I told you that there are people within the WWE that don't mind this, that are happy Vince McMahon is back? That is what Wade Keller is reporting this week, that there are several wrestlers in the WWE that are happy to see Vince McMahon back, and they want him there more so than Triple H. Wade Keller says that two wrestlers he spoke to are happy Vince is back contributing to creative. He says this, and I quote, "The wrestlers who are more sympathetic or okay with Vince being back, the wrestlers I talked to directly liked Vince better, like Vince better, but they also indicated that they are not alone." So we spoke to two, and these two are not alone in feeling this, and that they are happy Vince McMahon is back. It's natural that some wrestlers would think that they were getting a better push under Vince McMahon than what Paul Levesque was doing, because every booker is going to have their favorites that they like a little bit more than others, and those people get a boost, and others will be like, well, hey, I was in a better position with Vince McMahon under his leadership than I was under Paul Levesque. Some of it is just that, says Wade Keller. It's purely based on self-interest that they were getting a better push. One person I asked said that they think Vince McMahon is more focused on building strong baby faces, and Paul Levesque has more focus in building stronger heels. That is true. I'll get to that in a second. Keller noted how WWE has always relied heavily on babyfaces to carry the company. Vince McMahon, obviously you know what he did. Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, Roman Reigns. The list goes on and on. But that was his kryptonite. That was all he did. I'll get to that in a second because it goes in line with what Triple H is doing by building strong heels. Whether this is coming from Triple H or Vince McMahon, it is notable that we're seeing more heels. This is definitely coming from Triple H. More heels being given a bigger push. Gunther, Austin Theory, and Roman Reigns are the top champions in WWE. And they are being protected unlike anything we've seen in recent memory as far as their championship title reigns are concerned. Am I surprised that people in WWE are happy Vince is back? No. But when I read this report, I said immediately, this is probably coming from an Omos. This is probably coming from an Elias or a Baron Corbin or a Lacey Evans and people like Dolph Ziggler, guys like that. Guys like that, ladies like that, they were on TV almost every single week. They were used more so than they are now. How many times have you seen Omos on television outside of his match with Seth Rollins and his match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? Zero. Triple H did not use Omos. As soon as Omos showed up on television, you knew exactly what was going on, and that was pretty much WWE telling you without telling you that, hey, Vince is still in charge and Vince still has some say in WWE creative. I mean, for fuck's sakes, what was the main match, or what was the first match, I should say? What was the first match that we saw open the Raw after WrestleMania? Elias versus Omos. On what fucking planet would you deem that a Triple H initiative? That's ridiculous. These men and women saw a bigger push under Vince McMahon than they do now under Triple H. It's not out of the realm of possibility that this is coming from wrestlers, superstars like that. So when I read this, I didn't really take much into this story. I didn't really think anything of it. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, the world is ending. How could they? These people are ridiculous and blah, blah, blah. That's just the nature of changing administrations. You're seeing more of Triple H push his people And then Vince McMahon, you know who his people are. You saw them being pushed under him. It's just the way it is. But I also consider that, hey, Triple H realizes that these people aren't strong characters. Triple H realizes that they are not strong enough for TV. Maybe Triple H is kind of trying to come up with situations where he can build different characters and make them stronger. Do things that Vince did not do. Take Baron Corbin, for example. Take Baron Corbin for example here. Maybe Triple H is taking what Vince McMahon did with Baron Corbin, which was basically nothing, a jobber, a comedy character, and he's trying to transform him into something different. Maybe what we're seeing with Baron Corbin is Triple H putting him out there and hopefully building a storyline around him to try and get his edge back, trying to get his lone wolf back. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't want to put words in Triple H's mouth. I don't want to really step on anybody's toes here, but I'm trying to think about what's going on here. We saw Lacey Evans maybe once or twice. That's a failed experiment. Omos, I don't know how much of a ceiling Omos has. I don't know what Triple H thinks about Omos, but he's not really good for television. That's a Vince McMahon guy. Vince loves that type of guy. 7'4", 7'5", however tall he is. Elias, there's nothing there. All these characters that you've seen under Vince McMahon, Triple H has no fucking use for. But I don't want to say that he doesn't have a use for them completely. Guys like Baron Corbin, I think he's trying to work with and get his edge back. Now, on the story of Vince wanting baby faces over heels and Triple H wanting heels over baby faces, you saw what Vince McMahon did with Roman Reigns and saw what Vince McMahon did with John Cena and during my childhood, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Steve Austin. Steve Austin was natural. Bret Hart was natural. Hulk Hogan was forced. John Cena was forced. Roman Reigns was forced. Vince McMahon has a great track record of finding the top guy in the company, but he has a terrible track record about making the top guy feel genuine and organic to the live audience. It's like, oh my God, these people need this man. They need to cheer him. That's the type of feeling that I got, so much so that I stopped watching when John Cena was ascending to his Hulk Hogan-like status. I couldn't take another era of another Hulk Hogan-like babyface who conquers everything and doesn't have any real adversity. I hated it. Stone Cold Steve Austin was legitimately the only genuine babyface that the company had of the modern era. And The Rock as well. I'm going to throw him in there. He felt organic and real as well. Bret Hart, I love, but he was never really looked at as a top guy. He just kind of forced himself into the situation. He was given the situation because Hulk Hogan left in the early 90s. And they opted to go with Shawn Michaels over Bret Hart, which actually worked out best for both of them because Shawn Michaels was a nauseating babyface and Bret Hart turned heel, and that was one of the best runs of his entire career. My favorite Bret Hart run of all time is his heel, I Hate America, pro-Canada, Bret the Hitman Hart. There you go, a strong heel to Shawn Michaels' strong babyface. That is what Triple H wants to accomplish. Look at Gunther. How great has Gunther looked? How great has that Intercontinental title looked? How great has everybody that's been in the ring with Gunther looked? Same thing with Roman Reigns. How great has Roman Reigns looked? How great has the titles looked on Roman Reigns? How great has everybody in the ring looked with Roman Reigns? Triple H understands that by building a strong heel, you are going to get better stories and a stronger babyface. Simple. It is so simple. I don't know how nobody in the Vince McMahon era realized that. Vince wants a strong babyface, and then nothing else matters underneath that. No adversity, no top hat, no top heel act, no villain, no great story. It was just top guy, maybe a little struggle, top guy wins, move on to the next feud. Triple H is building top heels that no matter who you put in there with these top heels as a babyface, they are going to look fucking fantastic just by being there. That is the mentality that I love, and it's making WWE television a lot better than it used to be, just based off that simple aspect. So yes, I prefer Triple H. Some people may prefer Vince McMahon. I don't know why. I think these people are crazy. But I'm not going to really sit here and blow this up and, oh my God, the world is ending because people enjoy Vince McMahon more so than Triple H. Listen, Triple H is not perfect. Triple H is not perfect. There is still glaring holes in the WWE product that we need to fix immediately. There is still a bunch of illogical creative decisions being made that we need to fix immediately. I'm not saying he's perfect, but whatever happened in the old administration, I don't know why you would want that back compared to what we're getting now. Triple H is a lot better at what he does than Vince McMahon. That's just coming from me, and I think a lot of people in the IWC prefer Triple H over Vince McMahon, especially with that heel babyface dynamic and Triple H being very much pro-heel, making them the priority and building everything around them because it makes everything better. Thank you guys very much for all your support. Make sure you go find all the other videos on the channel on the homepage. If you missed any of that stuff, check it out. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes today on OTS Extra. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. And make sure you guys go get your new t-shirt, man. The Legend of JD from NY. Now over 50% of the stock gone. When it's gone, man. There's only 100 shirts. Get yours today. Link is down in the description of this very video. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you right back here with a brand new week on Monday, right here on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.